Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, class. This is another online class, Mathematics SS1. GSS1. We've been treating angles. We've talked about vertical angles, we've talked about supplementary angle, we've talked about complementary angle. So this morning, we want to look at alternate angles, interior angles, and corresponding angles. These three angles, I'm going to combine them, but before I combine them, let me explain each angles one after the other. The first one is alternate angle. Alternate angle. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. How do we identify alternate angle? Alternate angle can be identified with a shape called letter Z. With shape Z. Can you see? It can be identified with shape Z. And the pair of angles, it can be identified to form a shape Z. And how do we identify the particular angles that are alternate? This side and this side. This is A, this is B. Angle A is equal to angle B because they are what? They are alternate. We call them alternate angles. Look at the way my letter is letter Z. This place is alternate to this place. Angle A is alternate to angle B. Also, at times, the diagram may not be like this. It may be, we may have two parallel lines. You know what parallel lines means? They are lines that can never meet. They are lines that will never meet. After having a parallel line, you now have a transversal line here. Can you see? And this angle will be equal to this angle. This side will be equal to what? This side. Look at the way it looks. I want to double down my ultimate. Can you see? Look at this angle. Can you see? This is the letter Z that forms. This is the letter Z that forms. Let me bold it. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see that it's from letter Z or shape Z? So this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. And in another way round, if you look at it in another way round, let me draw another one. You have your parallel lines going that way, and you have your transversal line. This angle is equal to this angle. Can you see your letter Z? Don't mind if that Z is written backward or forward. This letter Z here is written forward. This letter Z here is written backward. Can you see the way it is written? But don't mind if it is written downward or forward. But if you are able to spot that Z shape, you should know that the angle here will be equal to the angle here. Let me call this one angle C, and this one angle D. So angle C is equal to D. And this one angle E, and this one angle F. Angle E equal to angle F degree. Don't forget your degree, very important. I hope you are following me. That is for alternate angle. Okay, I also have one diagram too. Let me give you another diagram. This is another one. Okay. This one, these two parallel lines are going like this. They are going like this. And you have your transversal line here. do we locate your alternate angle? This is the Z that formed. See? Can you see? Here is an angle here. This is another angle here. Can you see? This is an angle here. And this is another angle here. So this angle GH are what are equal. Angle G is equal to angle H because they are what? They are alternate. Can you see how can you see that the Z form in this diagram is quite different from the one we drew. It's quite different from the ones I drew. So that is for angle. That is for alternate angle. That is for alternate angle. Now let's move to interior and exterior angle. 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 Exterior angles. If you have the word interior, you should know what it means. I know you have the word interior decoration. So it means that interior angle must be what? Must be inside. And when you have the word exterior, it means that exterior will be outside. Interior decoration and exterior decoration. The decoration you have inside your house is the interior decoration. And the decoration that you have outside, your flower pot that you have outside is the exterior decoration. So same thing applicable here. The angles, interior angles are formed inside, while exterior angles are formed inside. Now let me give you the diagram for that. Let me give you the diagram for that. You have your parallel lines moving to this direction. Then you have your what? Transversal line. Now this angle will be equal to this angle. Can you see that they are inside? Angle I is equal to angle J. Angle I is equal to angle J. That is interior angle. Interior angle. Interior angle. And the other one, which is exterior angle, this is how it looks. You have your two parallel lines and you have your transversal line here. So the ones that are formed outside, these ones that are formed outside are your exterior angle. Exterior angle. Exterior angle. I hope you cannot differentiate from interior angle and exterior angle now. Interior angle are formed inside. Can you see my angle I and angle J here? And the exterior angle are formed outside here, 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 and here. And mind you, some of interior angle is equal to supplementary angle. Some of interior angle is equal to supplementary angle. And some of supplementary angle is what? 180 degree. 180 degree. Remember, and that of complementary is 90 degree. And the last one, which is corresponding angle. Corresponding angle. How this interior and exterior is clear to you. Now let's look at corresponding angle. Corresponding angle. Let's look at the way corresponding angle is being formed. How do we form a corresponding angle? Corresponding angle. How do we form a corresponding angle? What I told you alternate angle are formed with Z shape. But for corresponding angle is formed with letter F or shape F. We also call it F angle. How does that one look like? You have your parallel lines, they are moving, they didn't meet, and you have your transversal line here. This angle is equal to this angle. Can you see it looks like letter F? Can you see it looks like letter F? Angle A is equal to angle B. And as I said, when I was telling you about alternate angle, that your shape can be formed in any way. So the F can be formed in any way. It may look like this, at times it may also look like this, at times it may be turned upside down. Just note that your F shape is being formed. Look at this one. This angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. How do we differentiate these things? You will notice that one will be inside and one will be outside. Can you see? One will be inside. This one is outside. This one is inside. Unlike alternate angle, which both of them are what? Are inside. I hope you are guessing what I'm doing. So your F shape can be in different form. Your F shape can be in different form. Now, let me tell you this. At times, you know what I've been drawing since are parallel lines. At times, no parallel line can form corresponding, can form alternate, and can also form interior angles. I said parallel lines are lines that will never meet, Abby. Therefore, no parallel lines can meet. So at times you may be given a diagram in which the lines that form that diagram may not be parallel lines, and you can find your corresponding angle, you can find your alternate angle, and you can also find your interior angle. Now let me explain that. Let me give you a diagram for each of these things. If you see a diagram like this, and you have another one like this. If you look at this line, if you look at these two lines, they are not parallel because they can meet. If I continue prolonging, they can meet somewhere. Can you see? So it is not a parallel line. These two lines are not parallel. So, but an alternate angle can be formed. How? This angle is equal to this angle. My letter Z was formed, and this is it. Can you see? That is my letter C, Z. That is my what? Alternate angle. Alternate angle. Now, what about interior? Interior can also be formed without parallel line, with non-parallel line. Look at this. You can have something like this, something like this. Excuse me. Something like this. Interior, I told you they will be formed inside, Abby. Can you see? That is an interior angle. Interior angle. And mind you, when interior angle is formed with non-parallel line, it will not be equal to 180 again. It will not be equal to 180 again. The last one is corresponding angle. If you have something like this, I see that this one has even joined, and this angle is equal to this angle. I see that my letter F or shape F was formed, and you see, and this is the other one. But don't mind the letter join, don't mind. But this angle is equal to this angle. So this is corresponding corresponding angle. I hope this is clear to you. So these three angles, we've talked about how they are being formed with parallel line, and this one, they are being formed with non-parallel line, the lines that are not parallel. And mind you, even without if for us to indicate a parallel line, we use this arrow. This arrow, this, if you see any line and this arrow are being put, it means that they are parallel. But the lines that are here, the arrows are not formed. So even the arrows are not formed, and if you look at the shape of the lines, you see that this line will do what? Will meet. Therefore, these are not parallel lines. They are not parallel lines. But our alternate angle can be formed, our interior angle can be formed, and our corresponding angle can be formed. Now let's look at two examples before we call it a day. Let's look at two examples on this particular topic. Example 1. The question says, find the value of x and y given and give your reason. It tells us the value of x and y. Find the value of x and y with your reason. Find the value of x and y with reason. It tells us why your x is what you get and why your y is what you got. Now, here's how the diagram looks. You have something like this. This one is coming here, and this one here. In this diagram, we have two parallel lines. This line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. We have one arrow here, telling us that this one is parallel to this line. But because we have more than one parallel lines, so that's why this one is being doubled, telling you that the doubled line here is parallel to the doubled line here. And we are given angle y here to look for it. We are given angle x, which we are looking for too, and we are given angle 62 degrees here. Now look at this diagram very well. You can see that you can form out your Z shape. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. My Z shape was formed. Therefore, our x is equal to what? 62 degrees. My x degree is equal to 62 degrees. What is the reason? The reason is alternate angle. They are what? Alternate. Alternate angle. Alternate angle. I've gotten my x. Now what about my y? What about my y? My y. This is my y. If you look at this, my y is equal to my x. How? Look at this shape. Look at this. How to see it looks like letter F. It looks like shape F. Therefore, my y degree is equal to what? X degree. My y degree is equal to what? X degree. This my y degree is equal to x degree. And mind you, don't forget my x is 62. Therefore, my y will also be what? 62 degrees. What is my reason? Corresponding angle. Corresponding angle. Can you see? You have another one here, and you have it there. Corresponding angle. I hope this is clear to you. It is very simple. The only thing you have to do is just to identify which shape. I said the alternate angle for Z shape. Y corresponding angle for F shape. Now let's go to another example. Let's look at another Example. Let's look at another example. Example 2. Example 2. I have another diagram that looks like this. Like this. Another one is there, my parallel line. This one has only one parallel line. These two lines are parallel. This is 78 degree. This is 57 degree. And this is X, Y, and Z. The question says find X, Y, and Z. Find X, Y, and Z. Now, if you look at the diagram very well, what are the shapes that diagram form? What are the shapes that diagram form? Now, if you look at the first one, which is X, my X and my 78, they form a corresponding angle. My X and my 78, they form a corresponding angle. Letter F. Letter F. Can you see? Letter F. This is how it looks. Letter F. This angle and this angle. Angle X and angle 78 degree. It looks like letter what? Letter F. My X equal to 78 degree. What is my reason? Corresponding angle. Corresponding angle. My X is equal to 78 degree. Now what about my Y? Look at this shape. Look at this shape. It looks like what? Letter Z. Shape Z. Therefore my Y equal to 57 degree. What is my reason? Alternate angle. Alternate angle. Alternate angle. I've gotten my X, I've gotten my Y and Y. Now remain Z, angle Z. If you look at this angle Z, it doesn't correspond with 78. It doesn't correspond with 57. The only thing that I can use to do that is what we call angle on a straight line, in which we are going to treat that next class. But I have to do it now. Look at this angle, angle on a straight line. Angle on a straight line. Can you see it? Angle on a straight line. Angle on a straight, some of angle on a straight line is 180 degree. Therefore, all the three angles that formed on this straight line, angle X, Y, and Z, I will add them and subtract it from 180 degree. Now, angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z is equal to 180 degree. What is my reason? Angle on a straight line. Angle on a straight line. And my X is what? 78 degree. And my Y is 57 degree. I'm looking for letter Z. I'm looking for angle Z. Everything equal to what? 180 degree. And my 78 plus 57 gives 135 degree. 135 degree plus Z equal to what? 180 degree. Now, for me to get my Z, I need to collect the like terms, in which 135 have to go and meet 180. And the positive sign in front of 135 will change to what? Negative sign. It will change to negative sign. And after subtracting, you get what? 45 degree. 45 degree. That is the value of my what? Of my Z. I hope this is clear to every one of you. You can look at this diagram very well. Check it very well. It's very simple. Just the only thing you have to do is just to do what? Not your corresponding, not your vertical, not your corresponding, not your alternate, and not your interior angle if it is present, the exterior angle if it is present. So this is where we are going to stop for today, inshallah. So next class, inshallah, we look at angle on a straight line. Angle on a straight line. I have one simple assignment for you here. So you look at this diagram and find the value of x, y, and z. Find the value of x, y, and z. Oh, sorry. So you tell me in this diagram which one are corresponding and which one are alternate. Assignment. These are the diagrams you need. You tell me the angles that are corresponding and you tell me the angles that are alternate. I didn't give value. So just tell me so angle is corresponding to so angle and so angle is alternate to so angle. So these are the diagram. So I have my A degree, B degree, C degree, D degree, and E degree. Just tell me which one are alternate, which one are corresponding. And this line RS is parallel to line BC. Line RS is parallel to line BC. So look at the assignments very well. So just tell me angle this is alternate to angle this. Angle this is corresponding to angle this, or so angle are angle on the straight line. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.